Hello guys, this is a follow-up video to the issues that I've been having with my wipers on my Mark 1 Skoda Octavia, and I just wanted to give some useful feedback on how I diagnosed and eventually I've managed to fix the issue completely with my Octavia. It's taken me about 2 weeks to actually fix the issues completely. And initially I thought it was all being stemmed by these, which is relay 377. It's an 11-pin relay that basically sits down here. You don't have to take the whole thing apart. You can just do under the cover and then reach your hand to get in it, and literally that takes it saves you taking the whole cover to replace it, because it is literally just tucked behind here and you can get your hand, and basically when you take them out they're upside down, so this one isn't because the cover is off, but these pins here go in the bottom, so this one's the right way up at the minute, but normally they're upside down, and you'll see that these pins are at the bottom. So when you take it out, just take it out at the same angle and see which way the other one goes in, so you can just push it straight home. Okay, you can't really do any harm. It's just just pushes it in basically to replace the relay. Now unfortunately replacing the relay did not fix the issue for me. My symptoms were that when I was it was hot, in hot weather, wipers would most likely work okay, and then when it was first thing cold in the morning, I'd have to start the car up, and I'll kind of just simulate what was happening. Basically I turned the car on. That's on intermittent. It has shut off. It's working correctly now. But what was happening is it would just do this all the time, and it would just then decide when it wanted to turn itself on and eventually just go off. It's gone off. That's the one wipe. It's gone off when it's wanted to. Intermittent. I'm getting the pause now, and yeah, it's working. All fixed properly. Now what can cause it? It can be caused by one of these guys. It controls everything. So this is the first plan of attack. It's always change this. The problem with those is because the cars are so old, the relays generally and the contacts of these on these old ones are very bad, and inside between the contacts in the relay they can get all pitted up, and so if you clean them out with like a wire or a razor blade inside, because you'll find burn marks inside. So any that you pick up that are from spare cars, you're going to find are probably in a similar bad condition to the one of your car. I mean, I found this out because I have quite a collection of them now. So I've actually got four of them. I ended up just buying an aftermarket one, which eventually did the trick. Now, one thing what did happen to me is basically after I changed my relay, I would have to activate the wipers would still keep going, keep turning, and then when I put the rear wiper on, the rear wiper function, it would then make the front work. And I found out that basically there's some kind of short in the back wiper, because when I pulled out the wiper wire, the connector from the back, everything started working. So if you're having trouble with the front wipers, just try pulling the plastic off and literally off the back tailgate, and pull the connector out, because it can cause some weird problems. Anyway, but it's all fixed now. But the first plan of attack is that. The next thing I would say to look at when you're having wiper issues that don't shut off is going to be the motor, because of the park sensor on the motor. My motor was absolutely filthy, and somebody had been at it before, and it's gaffer taped up. So I've changed the motor. The motor cost me £30. These will cost about a fiver. These 377s, these will cost you about a fiver. And the rear wiper motor is probably about another 20 or £30. So the option now for my rear wiper is either going to be, because obviously now the rear wiper doesn't work at all, I've disabled it, is I'm probably going to do a wiper delete and remove the wiper and just put a cover over it, because it isn't a legal requirement to have a rear wiper. But yeah, I just wanted to give people a little bit of an insight to this problem, because it can be a bit of a pain, and it is a known thing on all Golf Mark 4s, Skoda Octavias, Passat, Sporers, anything that's VW from 99 to 04 is susceptible to this issue. So I really hope that anybody that is having this issue that can use this information. If you want to know if you want to ask me or comment in the video, I will reply and give you advice on how to fix it. But I've had a real escapade fixing it for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Originally, I thought it was the wiper blades which were chafing on the glass that were kind of resisting it and getting the motor stuck. But no, it ended up either being the back wiper that was causing mine, and or the relay, and possibly the motor, because I just replaced the whole lot. But the first thing to change the relay, unplug your back wiper, see if that's causing it as well, the short on that, and then your best plan of attack is changing the front motor, because that's probably the order that it will go on. If you still get the problem there and it's doing weird shit, I would probably go ahead and change the stalk. If you're going to change the stalk, this whole thing has to come off. I don't think there's any easy way of taking just this part off. Apparently the stalks do detach from the actual control module, but for the most people are taking out the airbag and taking the steering wheel off. So it is a pain in the it's a job that is a bit more involved. But anyway, any comments or feedback on this, please let me know. I'd be pleased to help anybody else out that's having this issue.